stay local, we're actually going to go to another live local event. This is the State of the City in Chesapeake. Let's head out there live. Our own Madison Schlegel and Connor Lambert are there covering this as we speak, and we can take a live look into, once again, the State of the City in Chesapeake.
But we're on schedule. We're expected to be done with construction third quarter next year, and we'll be fully operational by first quarter 2028. As part of that project, we are building the 660 feet tower, which is part of our manufacturing process, which actually will be the tallest building in Virginia. And not only in Virginia, but between Philadelphia and Charlotte. So you'll see this building go up relatively soon. And as part of the facility, we're building 750,000 square foot facility. And 750,000 square foot is equal to 12 football fields under one roof. So it's a massive facility we're building. And that's just phase one. So there are more phases to come. There are a few things we need to kind of work on, but I think that there will be additional phases to that project. And last December, we announced another project, which was additional $689 million investment. It's a trio of three businesses going into one campus. One is copper recycling, second is magnet wire, which goes into electric motors. And third is rare earth magnets, which also go into motors, but they also go into guided missiles and advanced fighter jets, and there's a lot of military applications to that. So that business is also coming to Chesapeake, and we'll probably break ground for that facility later this year. So there'll be another celebration to have together. Maybe around holiday time. Maybe that'll be our Christmas party. And again, so between the two, this is about $1.5 billion investment, but I think there's a lot more to come. And hopefully next year I'll be up here again to talk about another project. So we want to continue to partner with the city and their leadership. And there are a lot of people here that we really need to thank. And Chesapeake Economic Development, Stephen Wright, thank you so much. I think Stephen probably had full set of hair before he met us. And,
So Patrick, let me ask you a question before you get out. You could have brought these companies to anywhere in the world, in the United States or any other country. You chose Chesapeake. Can you tell us in a couple of sentences why?
Well, I think one is this partnership that we have with the city and the leadership and everyone here. I mean, at the end of the day, friends do business together. So I think we consider everyone here as friends. And especially after the first project, the second project could have gone elsewhere. And as you know, it was actually supposed to go to another site that we already have. But we decided to bring that to Chesapeake, and that project also will continue to grow on its own. So it's a partnership that we formed with the city and the region as well. So I think I really need to thank the Chesapeake Economic Development, also everyone at the city, Chris Price, Brian Solis, everyone. Also Doug Smith with Hampton Roads Alliance helped a lot as well. But most importantly, I mean, Mayor West, I think we've been a great partner. We had a lot of fun conversations, and I think there's more fun conversations too that we'll have. And also City Council, thank you so much. I think that the decisions that you guys make, it shapes the city and the region for generations. So I think what City Council and also Planning Commission as well, I think what City Council and Planning Commission do is very important. So again, I really thank all of you, including Mayor West, for our partnership, and hopefully we'll do a lot more.
Thank you. Wow, we really appreciate what you're doing in Chesapeake, and we look forward to continuing working with you, Patrick. You're an awesome leader and just a good person, a fun person to be with. So, small town feeling. You can talk about it, you can act like you were doing that, but unless you really, your entire staff is operating with those same values, it's just talk. So I mentioned earlier that I'd be asking Mr. Price to come and talk a little bit more about what we do to promote that small town feeling. Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity to speak at your State of the City, or as Councilmember Newens referenced to me earlier, the one day a year I wear a tie to work. So thank you. Really appreciate that. Everyone in the room probably knows Chesapeake is the second largest city in Virginia. You might not know that it's one of the 100 largest cities in America. Does that surprise anybody? 100 largest cities in America. So I was surprised when I saw that. And if you think about those 100 largest cities in America, a lot of those cities are losing population. And in Chesapeake, of course, we're gaining population. So we continue to grow on that list of the largest cities in America. So how do we keep a small town feel? Even as we become one of the bigger cities in the country, and it's really, really purposeful. We really lean into the unique things that make Chesapeake special. So if you all have an image in your mind of what it means to be Chesapeake, I can promise you that that's probably something that's on our mind about things that are special to the community that we need to make sure as an entire team that we preserve. So some of the things that come to my mind are having a very family-friendly atmosphere with a really high quality of life. We have the lowest taxes and fees in the region. We have a really strong and resilient and growing economy, as you just heard. But even while we have that strong and growing economy, we really work to preserve our small town feel and our rural character. We have excellent public schools, and we're a really, really safe community. So those are some of the things that Chesapeake is and has always been, and the community always wants it to be. So for us as a team, it's really important that we make sure that that's what the community wants, so that's what we're going to make happen every single day. Now, I'm a former economic developer, right? So I'm in sales, and so economic developers always put the shiniest face on a story. But don't take my word for it. We are nationally recognized in a lot of these elements. So if you think about safest cities in America, Chesapeake is always one of the safest cities in the country. We always are listed as some of the best schools in the Commonwealth. And really, those two things are why most families choose to move here. But they wouldn't move here if we didn't have quality job opportunities. And so for all the things we just mentioned, we work really hard every day to make sure we have those opportunities. And as you just heard, last spring, we set the record for the biggest investment in the region's history. And last fall, we broke that record. So great things happening in Chesapeake. In terms of public safety, I mentioned being one of the safest cities in America, but that doesn't happen by accident. We really invest in our team. We invest in our facilities. We're investing in some transformative facilities for the city right now that really started with some of the great work that former Chief Elliott did several years ago to start planning for our future. We had a growth spurt. We got behind in some infrastructure. We're now playing catch up, and we want to make sure we don't do that again. So we have first-class facilities for our public safety teams that we're building now. We've just opened some. We'll be doing many more openings in the future. And we're about to have a groundbreaking for a state-of-the-art public safety training facility to make sure that our team has the tools and the training from day one to be successful. Not just to provide services for the community, but to make sure our team members go home safe every night. We are always listed as among the best-run cities in America. And the mayor and I talk about this a lot. This has less to do with us as leaders of the organization and more to do about the values of the community that we serve. So if you think about what goes into those metrics of the best run cities in America, it is really high citizen satisfaction, low taxes and fees. Those lists are measure of values. And probably the greatest accomplishment we can have as an organization is to say that our community, our residents, our businesses, they value making the choice to live in Chesapeake, and they think that choice is a good value for them and their families. And so every year, our 4,000 team members are laser focused on making sure we deliver an outstanding value to our community. Now, I could talk about a lot of projects that we're doing, infrastructure projects, economic development projects, but really, if you boil it down, if you want to have a big city with a small town feel, it really is all about the people. And we have 4,000 team members that every day are laser focused on making Chesapeake the city that cares. It is not a slogan. It is our core values, are providing outstanding small town customer service. And I thought through this, what are some examples that we could give to show that we really, really mean this? So I'd like you to take a look at this video of just one example of how our team members make Chesapeake the city that cares.
Hi, I'm Brian Claffey, and I work at the Customer Contact Center.
So go online and give us a call.
Good afternoon. This is Brian. May I have the nature of your call? We are the one-stop shop for everything. If you've got a question about something, about anything city-related, city government-related, you can call us and we'll get you to the right people if we can't handle it ourselves. And there's a lot of things that we can do ourselves. Oh, we get a lot of calls from people moving in for the first time, and we give them a rundown of all the services they can get. We have a large population that's military in DOD, and they're not sure that they've lived in different areas, so we can get them all sorted out and get them to the right people and get them the answers they need. Right. Well, I can tell you that, yeah, you absolutely do need a permit on that now. I can have zoning call you back. Or you can go into the second floor, City Hall, right up there to the desk and go, hey, this is what I want.
Good afternoon, this is Rosa. Can I help you?
We try to make sure that everyone gets an answer to what they need. They have some sort of solution. I mean, most of the time it's something the city can do. It's amazing. If it's something we can't do, we can't handle, we'll give them alternatives. And here are some other things you can try, and these are other numbers you can call. So we're trying never to be a dead end, never to be the no people. I can give you the phone number, and then I'll get you transferred. We're not afraid to ask one another. I mean, a lot of us have been here for quite a while, and there's always someone who's got a really good answer. So this is a great group. I mean, surprisingly, it's bulk trash. People have got all sorts of things they want picked up, and they want to know if the city services it. But washers, dryers, hot water heaters, couches, big screen TVs, all that stuff is all fair game. You just have to reserve an appointment for it. But that's probably the most common question. All you got to do is call. We'll call the people who are in charge, and they'll go above and beyond. All right, you too. You take care. All right, here you go. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm Brian Claffey, and this is How I Care.
And I believe Brian's here with us today. Brian, if you could stand up and be recognized. So we have dozens of videos of our team members that we share with the rest of our team, demonstrating how we provide caring service for our community, really that small town customer service. The reason I picked this particular video to share with you all today is we are clearly living in an age of AI where you could replace a lot of customer service functions with AI applications. And certainly as a big organization, we are using AI to make our teams more productive, help them have the tools and the resources to be more successful, slow the growth of the government. So we use it for a variety of reasons. What we are not doing is using it in a way that will sacrifice our small town feel. It's not something that our customers want. It's not something that our community or our city council wants. It's not something that I want as a leader of the organization. And it's really not something our team members want. AI can be a wonderful tool, but it doesn't care about who's on the other end of the call. And if it does, that'd be kind of scary, right? Hopefully that day is a long day off. But I know that our team members care about the customer that's on the other end of that call. So Brian, to you and your teammates, thank you. And to Mayor West, City Council, and to the community, I just want to say on behalf of our 4,000 team members, we are really blessed and fortunate to serve a world-class city and an all-American small town. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. And on behalf of council and I, we just really appreciate you and your team for all that you do. It takes great people to run a city, and it takes it also takes great people to create a strong, trained, caring workforce to make businesses successful. And strong workforces begin with education at all different levels. I'm going to ask Superintendent Jared Cotton to come forward, and school board members that are here, would you come also? And while he's coming forward, I will tell you, our school board does a great job. We're so excited about the job that they do for our city. School board has a lot of hard decisions to make, and I think they have one of the most difficult decisions to make now at this time. They have to find someone to fill the shoes of this Great Bridge High School graduate who since 2018 has served as our hometown as a superintendent of school. And of course, I'm talking about Dr. Jared Cotton. Dr. Cotton, they say that education is the key to success. So I want to present this key to our city for your success, because of all of your success.
Sure, I'd be glad to say a couple words. How are we doing this afternoon? Wow, there's a lot of people here. First of all, I would like to thank my school board for all of their support, because we couldn't do what we do without their support. I would like to thank my lovely wife, Joanna, who's here, joined me today. I couldn't understand why you wanted to be here. Now I know. So I appreciate all that you do. And of course, Mr. Mayor, she told me not to embarrass her either, so I'm going to quickly move on. So proud of our school division, all that we do, and as I look around the room, we have so many people here who support us. I appreciate all the talk about people and partnerships, because I said, regardless of anything I do, we have such great people here in our city. And I'm so proud to work with all of our partners. As I look around the room, we've accomplished a lot of great things for students each and every day to engage, inspire, and empower our students all the way through high school and, of course, beyond. And I'm proud to say that I am a product of Chesapeake Public Schools. I went to school at Crestwood Intermediate. I graduated from Great Bridge High School. Go Wildcats. And of course, I became a fifth grade teacher in the same classroom where I was once a fifth grade student. So I came full circle, and I had the amazing experience, which I won't talk about all of that, where I was the assistant principal for this amazing leader here, our mayor, who was part of my leadership journey in helping me to develop into the leader I am today. And of course, I'm so honored to serve my community, the community that helped nurture me. So thank you for this amazing honor. It was unexpected, which is why I'm rambling, but I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for supporting our great city. Thank you.
So how small town does that get? Went to school here, taught here, and now superintendent. So, you know, we talked earlier about a hospital that was created by small town values and small town energies. I want to conclude this presentation by just going back to the words of the song that you heard by Mellencamp. He said he was educated in a small town, must have been Chesapeake. You just heard about it. He said he was taught the fear of Jesus in a small town, and we've heard from our pastor, and we know from the people that pray for us how important that is to us. As a matter of fact, we as a city unabashedly proclaiming God we trust on our vehicles. He says, He says in another line, I had myself a ball in this small town. I told you earlier, well, you know, as we were kids, Steve, we always look at one another. We try to get a ball game organized in the backyard or whatever. But there were times where it was really boring. But we always said we could go to Virginia Beach, we could go to Norfolk, go to Portsmouth, find a little entertainment. You know, guess what? We don't have to do that anymore. It's right here in Chesapeake. He says, I could breathe in a small town, and we do indeed cherish our open spaces, our rural heritage, and our opportunity to connect with nature. He says that we've got nothing against a big town, and we are committed to becoming a big region, as we have talked about earlier. He says that people, let me be just what I want to be in a small town, and we as a city are welcoming, inclusive, and open for business. Now I say to you, go out and find some of that small town and have fun. God bless and thank you for your time.
Okay, ending with a bang there in Chesapeake. Now, you can get plenty more on that event. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock news right here on 13 News Now. Madison Schlegel will have a full recap, but nice that we're able to listen in to a local live event here today